Well, by Jove, I do believe we've passed the time quite productively, and quickly too, because here we are in lovely little Syntaxylvania, the tiniest of countries whose only claims to fame are, as we mentioned, interjections and conjunctions. And last, but certainly not least, the preposition. Now, to understand this part of speech and Syntaxylvania's intimate relationship with it, one must go back a few years in history, when then, as now, Syntaxylvania's one and only industry was making steins, appropriately named Syntaxylstein steins, because they were manufactured in the capital city of, you guessed it, Syntaxylstein. Well, the Syntaxylstein business really got off the ground when they set up a website and planned to pack the steins in boxes and export them. But that presented a very big problem, because there were no prepositions at that time, and therefore no way for the shipping foreman to tell the shipping clerks to put the steins into the boxes. No prepositions, no words such as into. Well, something had to give. Not only were the steins perilously piling up, but the sales service people were receiving some very nasty phone calls from irate customers who apparently had picked up an interjection or two from Auntie Sylvia. And I don't mean mild interjections either. But just in the nick of time, the shipping foreman invented the preposition and was able to tell the shipping clerks to put the steins into the boxes and ship them out on the next express train. From that time on, the preposition absolutely mushroomed in popularity. These are the top 10 prepositions, those that are used approximately 75% of the time. Now that we've seen some examples, let's talk about what a preposition is and what it does. To truly understand this part of speech, one must first realize the preposition is always part of a phrase when used in a sentence. In fact, it begins the phrase. A phrase is a group of words that acts or functions as either a noun or a modifier, that is, an adjective or adverb. Phrases are, in effect, single-word parts of speech in disguise as many words. Phrases that begin with prepositions are called, quite logically, prepositional phrases, and they act as adjectives or adverbs. As such, they modify nouns and pronouns or verbs. To show how all this works, look at these sentences in which the prepositional phrases are seen in yellow. In the first one, the prepositional phrase functions as an adverb, modifying the verb went. The phrase tells where the train went, through the tunnel. In the second sentence, the prepositional phrase functions as an adjective, modifying the noun girl. It tells which girl, the one with the long hair. In the third sentence, the prepositional phrase modifies the pronoun those, and it tells which one also. Now, look at the placement of the prepositions in the sentences to get an even clearer idea of what prepositions are. You'll notice that each one is placed between a verb, went, noun, girl, or pronoun, those, and another noun or pronoun, it, hair, shelf. And so we now know what a preposition is, a word generally placed between a noun, pronoun, or verb, and another noun or pronoun. Moreover, it and the words following it through the noun or pronoun, called the prepositional phrase, always act as an adjective or adverb. That is a mouthful, isn't it? Oh my, yes. But some things simply take a lot of words to explain. And then again, others don't. For example, interjections, as we mentioned, are words that express sudden emotion. Mild interjections normally are followed by a comma. Strong interjections by an exclamation point. Conjunctions, too, can be explained fairly simply. Coordinating conjunctions connect words or groups of words that are of basically equal importance in the sentence. Correlative conjunctions are those that come in pairs. and subordinating conjunctions begin clauses, which in their entirety normally tell when, where, or why. Finally, prepositions introduce phrases that function as adjectives or adverbs. Oh my, whom do we have here? No, no, don't tell me. You must be little Marcelina, the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Auntie Sylvia. Ouch! Oh, yes, yes, no doubt about that. Before we get into any more trouble, let us say goodbye, Nemesis.
Goodbye, Nemesis.